just write down on a piece of paper. Write down. Write down what is your diagnosis. Yeah? 25. Very fast, very fast. Okay? This is case number 1. Of course, there will be a winner. There will be a winner. And he will, €1, of course. €1. It's here. €1. It's here. No, this is 20 cents. It's not good. Yeah, let me see. €2. Incredibile. So, this is number €2. Okay. Number 1, poi. Number 2, easy cases. Very easy. You have to write down. Write down. Fast. Whoa. What happened? What's going on? Yes. Okay. Number 3. I give you also an enlargement. Okay. This is 3. 4. Okay. Enlargement. Okay. 5. Easy. 5. Easy. 6. So tell me if you think there is a lesion to be removed. Yeah? So if there is a lesion to be removed, write down the number. If you don't think we have to remove something, you write down 0. Okay? So if there is a lesion you don't like, write the number. If you don't find anything to be removed, this is a patient with multiple nevi. These are belonging to one patient. Okay? So if you find something to remove, write down the number, or you say 0 if you don't like to remove anything. Okay? A patient with multiple nevi, you have to compare. Okay? Can I go? Yes. 7. What's that? Who knows? 8. Easy. 9. Should I go back? Okay, go back. 8. 8. This is 8. Look at the number. 7. You need 7. Okay. This is 7. You find the number below. Yeah? The number is here. Okay? Now, 8. Okay? 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay. 13. Easy. 14. Easy cases. 15. Okay. 16. What's that? Similar to the first one. Similar. 17. Nails. 18. Nails. 19. What's that? 20. 20, 21, 22, 25. Easy cases, come on. Easy cases. Huh? So 25 cases. So let's start from the beginning. Number 1. What do you think about number 1? Collision. So what could be? Lentigo solare? Yeah. So it's a lesion we have to remove or not? Remove. Okay. Why? So one possibility is a benign lesion, for example, lichenoid keratosis, right? Yeah. And another possibility is melanoma, of course, regressive. Yeah. So it's, in my view, a lesion we should remove. Okay. I tell you in a minute what it was. Tell me first, what is number 2? Seborrheic keratosis, perfecto. So this seborrheic keratosis is the lesion which was there before, then it was going like this, yeah? So this is when we excise the lesion, and this is when 1 year before it was a seborrheic keratosis. Yeah? So you can see really that the seborrheic keratosis can go through regression, and this is what they call lichenoid keratosis or lichen planus-like keratosis, and so on. But, of course, a lesion like this, it's better to excise it or to make a biopsy, because, I mean, really, we cannot say for sure that this is not regressive melanoma. Okay? So the correct diagnosis here is suspicious, and the correct diagnosis here, of course, is benign. Okay? Seborrheic keratosis. And you see the lesion when we decided to remove it, and this was the lesion 1 year before. Yeah? Yeah. Spontaneous. Spontaneous. Yeah. Completely spontaneous. Maybe, I don't know, if it was traumatic for, you know, maybe. Could be. Yeah. So what about number 3? We are on the face, right? So, okay. What are the benign features you see here? White what? White follicles. Okay, I see one. One white follicle. How many other you see? What? Yeah, no, benign, okay. I understand that you see gray color, especially in this area here, no? But my question is, do you see benign features? White follicles, but they're not white. No, they are follicles, but not white. This is white follicle, but these are not white follicles. Yeah? So you have to look at the periphery of these follicles, and what you see at the periphery of the follicles? A circle. So here you see a pattern of circles. You don't see white follicles. This is extremely important, you know, because this is not benign. This is melanoma. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yes, but not so many circles. Look at the quantity, okay? Look at the quantity, and especially, the point is, this is not the problem of the circles. This is the problem of the absence of benign features. Even though you see clearly the follicles, but they are not white, you know?
Can we see the clinical lesions?
Which features? Which features? What do you mean? Oh, I don't see the fissures. Well, you mean the parallel lines? Well, I don't see too many parallel lines. Well, maybe a little bit here, but not really in the majority of the lesion. I don't see parallel lines. What I see, number 4, parallel lines. Number 4, the predominant features are benign. Yeah? Parallel lines everywhere. And if I find some follicles, I don't care. Because the predominant is parallel lines. So this is number 4, parallel lines. And this is number 3. And this is number 3. Well, I don't really see the parallel lines here. I mean, you say these ones, for example. Yeah, but these are not truly parallel lines, you know. This is like a circle within the circle. Yeah, these are basically circles. Yeah, so I told you it's not easy on the face, not easy. Okay, so whenever we are not sure that we are looking at benign features, we have to stop. Okay, so this is melanoma and this is benign. Okay, I'm very sorry. The 3 is melanoma, and the 4 is solar lentigo. Yeah, yeah. Nevus 5, number 5, nevus? Perfecto. Double line. You see here? Double line. This is the furrow, and this is double line. You see double lines, especially in congenital nevi of the acral side. Yeah? So, this is benign. Very good. Okay, so this is a patient with multiple nevi. We have to compare and we have to decide. Do you see a lesion you like to remove?
5.
You say 5. Okay. Then what else? 6, 7, 8. So you can immediately realize that there is no melanoma here. Right? Because everybody sees something different. And it's okay. In fact, the correct answer here is everything. If you choose 1, it's fine. If you choose 5, it's fine. We chose an 8. And this was histologically a nevus. Okay? So it was not a melanoma. Okay? So, there is no melanoma here because we cannot be in agreement that there is an outstander. Okay, usually melanoma is an outstander. Okay, so here whatever you put on the paper is correct. Okay, this was the lesion we removed. Okay, so what about number 7? Well, eczema, but if I put here an eczema, I am very bad. Yeah, I'm putting here all, let's say, lesions, you know, benign tumors or malignant tumors. So, what you can see here in the middle of this picture, what is this? Erosion, erosion. So we just see an erosion. Yes, then it's CBC, exactly. This is the only clue we find sometimes in basal cell. So only erosion. And this is a bad basal cell carcinoma because it's going down. You know, you don't see anything on the surface. Okay? So basal cell carcinoma. And this basal cell carcinoma belongs to a patient, this one, yeah, who was an atlas of dermoscopy. Really, he has the next 10 lesions. The next 10 lesions belong to this guy. So we found first the basal cell carcinoma. Here you can see the erosion here. Okay, and then we said, okay, be naked. We have to do total body examination. And then what we found? Number 8, dermal nevus. Okay, it's this one. Yeah? Okay, dermal nevus. You know what is the best criterion to diagnose dermal nevus? You know what is the best one? Coma vessels? Nah, it's not the best one. Nah. Huh? Hair, okay, but there is even a better one. Huh? It's not coming to what? Well, okay, okay. Globules, okay, but there is a more easy one that you don't realize, but you use it every day. No, you touch it. You touch it and it's soft. Yeah? You can move it with your dermatoscope. This is the most important criterion. If I see a lesion which is soft, then it's a dermal nevus. Okay? If it's hard, I have to change my mind. Anyway, this is a dermal nevus also by morphology. Okay, so then let's continue with this patient. CBC, perfecto. So we have 2 CBCs and 1 dermal nevus. Then, what about 10? Melanoma, perfect, in situ. So he has 2 CBCs, 1 melanoma, 1 dermal nevus. Number 11, melanoma, 2 melanomas, 2 BCC, 1 dermal nevus. Unbelievable, yeah. And you can see that this patient gave us a gift, because this is the Italian melanoma. You see Italy. That's Italy. Here is where I leave Napoli. This is Napoli, this is Roma, this is Milano. Very great. Very great. Okay? And this is Morocco, over here. Yeah, exactly. So melanoma in situ. Then the next one. CBCs, 3 to 2. Yeah, 3 BCCs. Okay? 13. CBC, 4 BCCs and 2 melanomas. Okay? 14. Seborrheic keratosis. Okay, from time to time this guy also has benign lesions. Number 15. Yes, well, it could be a Spitz, I understand. But, yes, seborrheic keratosis. Seborrheic keratosis. I understand why you say Spitz, because you see the streaks of the periphery. But look at the center. These are all comedo-like openings. Yeah? Comedo-like openings. So this is a seborrheic keratosis. And still, the same patient. Number 16. Okay, CBC is a melanoma. Keratosis lichenoide. So what we can say here, that the lesion should be excised, right? You agree it should be excised? Because it's a regressive lesion, we don't know actually if it's a benign keratosis lichenoides or a melanoma. And this was a melanoma. That's why we need to excise lesions like this with a lot of regression. Yeah? Please. Sorry? There is a pseudopulse. Let me see. Pseudopulse. What do you mean? Here. Yeah. Ah, here. Yeah. It could be. Yeah. There is a little bit, here, maybe, no, I don't think so, maybe this is just a vessel, some vessels, yeah. So anyway, this was a completely regressive melanoma. So until now, this guy was found in one visit, 3 melanomas and plenty of PCCs, unbelievable. Anyway, let's go to number 17. What do you think about it? Okay, so some of you say nevus, some of you say melanoma. Of course, this is the differential diagnosis, nevus or melanoma. So here, this is also depending, in my view, let's say we have mainly 3 criteria we have to consider for this lesion. First, the age of the patient. Yeah, it's very important. This was 25. Yeah? So 25, it's okay. Yeah, I'm more on the side of a benign lesion. Second criterion, the size of the lesion. If it's not more than 1/3 of the nameplate, we are still possibly on the nevus side. Okay? And third, the regularity of the bend. Okay? And this is quite regular. But this is, in my view, the 2 most important ones are the age and the size. Okay? So, of course, I cannot exclude that this is melanoma. No? Because, of course, melanoma starts small and then it becomes large. But, of course, to make a biopsy of the nail matrix is not so easy, no? As usually Luc Thomas, you know, our friend from Lyon, is always saying, when you do a biopsy of the nail matrix, you will soon forget the face of your patient, but your patient will never forget your face. So, it means that it's painful and so on. So it's better to make a follow-up here, right? It's 25 and the band is quite small. So let's make a follow-up, and the lesion was quite stable. So we can say after follow-up that the lesion is a nevus. Okay? It's stable. While number 18, melanoma, exactly. Why? For 3 reasons. First, is 45-year-old. Second, look how large is the lesion, more than half of the nail plate. And look at the irregularity. Yeah? So plenty of criteria to say this is a melanoma. Then, in reality, what we did, we basically did a partial biopsy of the nail matrix, no? And on the biopsy of the nail matrix, the diagnosis was nevus. Okay, so remember the face? The nail is the same. The nail is the same. Okay? So, when the pathologist says nevus, this is not for sure 100%. If your criteria are very strong, please excise everything. Excise everything. Because you know what, of course, on the complete excision, the diagnosis was melanoma in situ. Fortunately, on in situ. But, I can tell, this was the clinical. But I can tell you what happened in another case in Italy. Yeah? This is the histology of another case. Okay? And the histology is saying junctional nevus. And to make a long story short, the lesion was not entirely excised. Okay? And the patient disappeared for 3 years, and then it come to us with this situation. Yeah? And now this melanoma is 7 millimeter with sentinel node biopsy positive. Okay? So, never underestimate the criteria you see with your eyes. If the criteria are strong enough, don't trust 100% the pathologist. Do another biopsy, ask another opinion, you know, or repeat, exactly. Now, number 19, melanoma, perfetto, melanoma. And this is another, let's say, not a funny story, but let's say a story which should teach us something, you know? So this patient was coming to us, referred by an oncologist, because this lady was going to the oncologist with a lymph node melanoma metastasis. Yeah? So they did a biopsy and fine needle aspiration, and it was a melanoma metastasis. Then the patient came to us to search for the primary lesion. And then, of course, we found this, which is definitely the primary lesion, but we found also something strange here, right? There is something missing. No? Yeah. I mean, there is something missing. And then we asked the lady, look, but what happened to your finger? What happened? No? And then she said, yes. Well, 2 years ago, I went to a surgeon because I had a black nail. Yeah? And the surgeon thought that this is necrosis, so he cut my finger and he trashed the specimen. So the finger was not going to the pathologist, the finger was going into the trash. Can you imagine? Of course, this was not necrosis, this was nail melanoma. Yeah? Unbelievable. You understand? Yeah. So, let's see the last 4 cases which are really, no, 6 cases which are really nice. So, what do you think about this lesion? Could be melanoma? No? No? What is this? Dermatofibroma? Well, but it's not hard on palpation. I would say this is suspicious, you know, because it's a large lesion It's quite large. This is network. This is not the network you find in a dermatofibroma, and usually dermatofibroma is quite roundish. This is more irregular, and here there is a part which is missing, and so that means that this is regression. If this is regression and this is network, it could be melanoma, no? Yeah. But our job was facilitated by the fact that on the same day we found the second lesion here, number 21, which is dermatofibroma. Okay, could be, but still quite large, looking again quite the same. I understand that you don't see too often this kind of melanomas because these are typical for fair-skinned people. Yeah, skin type 1 or 2, because there is not too much of pigment, so there is just a little bit of pigmentation at the periphery, network, and a lot of regression in the center. But what is very, very nice here is that definitely we saw these two lesions on the same day, yeah, which are pretty similar, right? And we have another similarity here. Not only on the same day, but on the same patient. So this patient had 2 lesions, but not only this. Not only the same day, not only the same patient, but also the same location. These are twins melanoma. Yeah? So 2 melanomas, 2 primary lesions, just on the same location. This is unbelievable. Yeah? Unbelievable. And now, what do you think about 22? Melanoma. Okay. What do you think about 23? Melanoma. Also, these 2 lesions have something in common. They don't look similar, because this is, in my view, more thick than the previous one. In fact, the previous one was in situ. This is 1 millimeter. But there is something in common. What do you think? In common. Huh? Huh? Sorry? Wife and husband. How can you say so? How can you say so? Yes. Believe it or not, I swear on my children, they came on the San Valentino day. On February 14th. They came at the clinic on February 14th. Really. I swear. You know San Valentino? Yes. The day of the lovers. Yeah. Yes. So you can imagine. So he had the bad melanoma 1 millimeter, and she had them inside too. Yeah. How long are they married? Well, since many years.
Professeur Salim disait c'est pour le meilleur et pour le pire.
And look, it's not finished. What do you think about 24? Yeah? Yes, but it's very regular, right? So we should excise it. Yeah? Look, here we have network. Here we have how you call this? Yes, reticular depigmentation, negative network. A negative network is something we can find in dermatofibroma, in Spitz, and melanoma. Okay? So it's better to excise this lesion. This was melanoma. What about 25? Well, okay, but don't you think that this is network? Yeah, maybe you don't see it too well, but I would say that this is more on the side of a melanocytic brown color, and this is regression again. So this is melanoma as well, and these last 2 melanomas also have something in common. Again, these 2 people came together, and in this case they are mother and daughter. Yeah, she's the daughter with the big lesion here, and she's the mother. Yeah, can you imagine? Okay, daughter and mother. Here you can also tell the story. We born without Niva and we die without Niva. And look at her, you know, she's full of Niva. Okay, so now, how many you did correct?
80%.
No one correct. Okay, so who did more than 20 correct? They're very tough. More than 20. We have 1 person, 2 persons, 3 persons, 4. Many. Wow. Who did more than 20? Let's say 25 correct. No. 25 no. 24. 24 correct. Good. Bravissima. Congratulations. This is your prize. And now you have to offer to drink to everybody. Everybody should drink. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.